Verona. Is there anyone here who's never seen an Unrehearsed Shakespeare show before? You like the sound of my voice, so I'll just go on. Alright, Unrehearsed Shakespeare is based on a book by Patrick called Secrets of Acting Shakespeare. And in Secrets of Acting Shakespeare, he postulates that in Shakespeare's time, they didn't have time to rehearse plays the way we do nowadays. They would perform anywhere from 20 to 26 different shows at the same time. Like you can see Romeo and Juliet, and then you wouldn't see that for like 20 days. It might be Romeo and Juliet, and then Dr. Faustus, and then some crap like Thomas Kidd or something. And so we're just doing all these plays like they didn't have time to rehearse the way we do nowadays. They couldn't rehearse at night because there were no lights. They couldn't rehearse in the morning because they were practicing sword fights and dances. They were probably sleeping on drunks. And in the afternoons, they were performing plays that, according to Romeo and Juliet, since I keep mentioning that, were at least 2 hours, even when done very briskly. So, Shakespeare, or postulates that Shakespeare and his contemporaries had this secret recipe of acting that they baked into the script that you could follow simply by using the words. They didn't have complete copies of the script. They had, can I borrow that? Thanks. They had scrolls. They probably didn't have rubber bands, but something similar to them, like an Elizabethan teleprompter. So they can see the line, what's the other counts me to fall in love? And then they have like four syllables of their cue, so I would just wait for somebody to say not unheedfully. Not unheedfully! And then I would start talking. And that was literally their entire job, which I guess is why actors had no respect back then. But let me see. There was printing back then, but it was expensive, so why would you give each actor a complete copy of the script? And also, if you gave every actor a copy of the script and you pissed off an actor, they could take the script and take it across the street to another theater instead. Because this is back when theaters made money. But actors had these scripts and these secret guidelines that they used to block themselves. There was no time for conventional rehearsals, so nobody knew who was playing what role. They might not even know who was going to be in that play that particular day. That's what we try to recreate for you here today. Actors are told not to read these scripts ahead of time. There's no rehearsal until we come in here and we rehearse violence to make sure everybody's okay. And then that is it. You are seeing this show for the first time. We are also seeing this show for the first time. So, we're trying to recreate a quasi-Elizabethan experience for you. We would greatly appreciate it if you could help us create that quasi-Elizabethan experience. And by that I mean this is before Ibsen, this is before Chekhov, this is before... Strindberg! Duke of Saxe-Meiningen, thank you. Before the fourth wall, it's much more like a sporting event. Like there's somebody hawking skewered rat over here, the bear baiting right over here. There's no fourth wall is the point I'm trying to make. So if somebody asks you a question, please feel free to answer them. If a character does something stupid, please feel free to say that's stupid. Boo the bad guys, cheer the good guys, or you can cheer the bad guys if you want to. Although I would not recommend cheering these particular bad guys, it might make you unpopular. Good monologues. Feel free to laugh if something is funny, I hope. Let me see. Yeah, there is no intermission in this play, so if you need to go to the bathroom, just get up and go to the bathroom. If you need to get more to eat or drink, just get up and go get more to eat or drink. The only exception is when there are weapons on stage. We have these wooden swords back here. Out on stage. If you see a wooden sword on stage, please remain seated for your own safety, as you can see. There's wood, but you know you might get splinters or something, and then that's just stuck there and just ruins your whole day for like 3 days. Cool. All right, so this play will not stop for any reason except for safety issues. We have a couple of safety nets to make sure this play just keeps going and going and going. One of them is plats that we have right here. This is copies of every entrance and exit in the play. Actors don't see these until the day of. They can check them out and go, oh look, there's like 7 entrances before I come on. I'll be perfectly fine. Little they realize those 7 entrances just go right on top of each other. And they're screwed, so that's fun. Anyway, the other safety net we have is this outstanding creature over here called the prompter is the only person in the room who has a complete copy of the script. If at any point in this play there's a pause totaling 1 second or longer, Ayana will begin reading from where we are in the script until we figure out where we are. If Ayana reads an entire 10 syllables of dialogue and we still haven't figured out where we are, she will get up out of her chair, come on stage, and play every role that she has to play until we figure out where we are, and keep going. This play will not stop for any reason. Yeah. What else? That covers everything. That sounds like everything, right, guys?
Yeah.
All right, let's stop listening to me then. Thank you much for joining us, and without further much ado, Gentlemen of Verona!
Seeks to persuade my loving Proteus, home-keeping youth have ever homely wits. Words not affection change thy tender days to the sweet glances of thy honored love. I would rather entreat thy company to see the wonders of the world abroad. than living dully sluggardized at home. Wear out thy youth with shapeless idleness. But since thou lovest, love still, and thrive therein, even as I would when I to love begin.
Wilt thou be gone, sweet Valentine? Adieu. Think on thy Proteus, when thou haply seest some rare, noteworthy object in thy travel. Wish me a partaker in thy happiness. When thou dost meet good hap and in thy danger, if ever danger do environ thee, commend thy grievance to my holy prayers, for I will be thy beadsman, Valentine.
Once more adieu. My father at the road expects my coming there to see me shipped.
And thither will I bring thee, Valentine.
Sweet Proteus, no. Now let us take our leave. To Millen, let me hear from thee by letters of thy successes in love. And what news else betideth here in the absence of thy friend? And I, likewise, will visit thee with mine.
All happiness be chance to thee in Millen.
As much to you at home, and so farewell.
He after honor hunts, I after love. He leaves his friends to dignify them more. I love myself, my friends, and all for love. Thou, Julia. Thou, Julia, metamorphized me, made me neglect my studies, lose my time, war with good counsel, and set the world at naught. Made wit with musing weak, heart sick with thought.
Sir Proteus, save you! Saw you, my master?
But now he parted hence to embark for Millen.
20 to 1 then, he is shipped already, and I have played the sheep in losing him.
Indeed, a sheep doth very often stray, and if the shepherd be a while away.
You conclude that my master is a shepherd then, and I a sheep? Nay, that I can deny by a circumstance.
It shall go hard, but I'll prove it by another.
The shepherd seeks the sheep, and not the sheep the shepherd. But I seek my master, and my master seeks not me, therefore I am no sheep.
The sheep for fodder follows the shepherd. The shepherd for food follows not the sheep. Thou for wages follows thy master. Thy master for wages follows not thee. Therefore thou art a sheep.
Such another proof will make me cry bah!
Just now here, gave thou my letter to Julia.
I, sir, I, a lost mutton, gave your letter to her, a laced mutton, and she, a laced mutton, gave me, a lost mutton, nothing for my labor.
Here's too small a pasture for such a store of muttons.
If the ground be overcharged, sir, you were best stick her.
But what said she? Nod eye? Well, that's naughty.
You mistook, sir. I say she did not, and you asked me if she did not. And I say I.
And that set together is naughty.
Now you have taken the pains to set it together. Take it for your pains.
No, you shall have it for bearing the letter.
Well, I perceive I must be fain to bear with you.
Why, sir, how do you bear with me?
Marry, sir, the letter very orderly, having nothing but the word naughty for my pains.
Beshrew me, but you have whipped it.
And yet we cannot overtake your slow purse.
Come, open the matter in brief. What said she?
Open your purse that the money and the matter may be at both once delivered.
Well, sir, here is for your pains. What said she?
Truly, sir, I think you'll hardly win her.
Why? Could thou perceive so much from her?
Sir, I can perceive nothing at all from her. No, not so much as a ducat for delivering your letter. And being so hard to me that brought your mind, I fear she'll be as hard to you telling your mind. give her no token but stones, for she's as hard as steel.
What said she? Nothing?
No, not so much as take this for thy pains. To testify your memory, I thank you. You have cisterned me in requital whereof. Henceforth, carry your letters yourself. And so, sir, I'll commend you to my master.
I must go send some better messenger. I fear my Julia will not deign my lines of receiving them from such a worthless post.
Oh, but say, Lucetta, now we are alone. Wouldst thou then counsel me to fall in love?
Aye, madam, so you stumble not unheedfully.
Of all the fair resort of gentlemen that every day with parlay encounter me, in thy opinion, which is worthiest love?
Please, you repeat their names. I'll show my mind according to my shallow, simple skill.
What thinkst thou of the fair Sir Eglamour?
As of a knight, well spoken, neat and fine, but were I you, he never should be mine.
What thinkst thou of the rich Mercatio?
Well of his wealth, but of himself, so-so.
Thinkst thou of the gentle Proteus?
Lord, see what folly reigns in us.
How now? What means this passion at his name?
Pardon, dear madam, 'tis a passing shame that I, unworthy body as I am, should censure thus on lovely gentlemen.
Why not on Proteus as of all the rest?
And thus of many good, I think him best.
Your reason?
I have no other but a woman's reason. I think him so, because I think him so.
And wouldst thou have me cast my love on him?
I, because I your love not cast away.
Why, he of all the rest hath never moved me.
Yet he of all the rest, I think best loves you.
His little speaking shows his love but small.
Fire that's closest kept burns most of all.
They do not love that do not show their love.
Oh, they love least that let men know their love.
I thought I knew his mind.
Peruse this paper, madam.
To Julia. Say, from whom?
That the contents will show.
Say, who gave it thee?
Sir Valentine's page, and sent, I think, from Proteus. He would have given it you, but I, being in the way, did in your name receive it. Pardon the fault, I pray.
Now, on my modesty, a goodly broker, dare you presume to harbor wanton lines, to whisper and conspire against my youth? And now trust me, 'tis an office of great worth, and you, an officer fit for the place. There, take the paper, see it be returned, or else return no more into my sight.
To plead for love deserves more fee than hate.
Will you be gone?
That you may ruminate.
And yet, I would I had o'erlooked the letter. It were a shame to call her back again, and pray her to a fault for which I chid her. What fool is she that knows I am a maid, and would not force the letter to my view, since maids, in modesty, say no to that which they would have the proffer construe. Fie! How wayward is this foolish love, that like a testy babe will scratch the nurse, and presently all humbled kiss the rod. And presently, how churlishly I chid Lucetta hence, when willingly I would have had her here. How angrily I taught my brow to frown, when inward joy forced my heart to smile. My penance is to call Lucetta back, and ask permission for my folly past. What how, Lucetta?
What would your ladyship?
Is it near dinner time?
I would it were, that you might kill your stomach on your meat and not upon your maid.
What's that you took up so gingerly?
Nothing.
Why didst thou stoop then?
To take the paper up that I let fall.
And is that paper nothing?
Nothing concerning me.
Some love of yours hath writ to you in rhyme.
And I might sing it, madam, to a tune. Give me a note. Your ladyship is
As little by such toys as may be possible. Best sing it to the tune of Light O' Love.
It is too heavy, sir, for so light a tune.
Heavy, but like it has some burden there.
Aye, and melodious were it, would you sing it?
And why not you?
I cannot reach so high.
Let's see your song. How now, minion?
Keep tune there still. Tune. So you sing it out. And many things I do not like this tune.
You do not?
No, madam, it is too sharp.
You, minion, are too saucy.
Now you are too flat. And more, the Paulberg were too harsh. A descant. There wanteth but a mean to fill your song.
The mean is drowned with your unruly bass.
Indeed, I bid the bass for Proteus.
This babble shall not henceforth trouble me. Here is a coil with protestation. Go, get you gone, and let the papers lie. You would be fingering them to anger me.
She makes it strange, for she would be best pleased to be so angered with another letter.
Nay, would I were so angered with the same. Oh, hateful hands to tear such loving words, injurious wasps to feed on such sweet honey, and kill the bees that yield it with your stings. I'll kiss each several paper for amends. Look, here is writ, kind Julia. Unkind Julia, as in revenge of thy ingratitude, I throw thy name against the bruising stones, trampling contemptuously on thy disdain. And here is writ, love-wounded Proteus, poor wounded name, my bosom as a bed shall lodge thee till thy wound be thoroughly healed, and thus I search it with a sovereign kiss. But twice or thrice was Proteus written down. Be calm, good wind, blow not a word away, till I found each letter in the letter except mine own name. That some whirlwind bear unto a ragged, fearful, hanging rock, and throw it thence into the raging sea. Lo, here in one line is his name twice writ. Poor forlorn Proteus, passionate Proteus, to the sweet Julia. That I'll tear away. And yet I will not, since so prettily he couples it to his complaining names. Thus will I fold them, one upon the other. Now, kiss, embrace, contend, do what you will.
Dinner is ready in your father's name.
Well, let us go.
These papers lie like telltales here.
If you respect them, best to take them up.
Hey, I was taken up for laying them down. Yet here they shall not hide for catching cold.
I see you have a month's mind to them.
Hi, madam, you may see what sights you see. I see things too, although do judge I wink.
Come, will please you go.
Now, Lady Pantino, what sad talk was that wherewith my brother held you in the cloisters?
Oh, 'twas of his nephew Proteus, your son.
Why? What of him?
He wondered that your lordship would suffer him to spend his youth at home, while other men of slender reputation put forth their sons to seek preferment out, some to the wars to try their fortune there, some to discover islands far away, some to the studious universities. For any or for all these exercises, he said that Proteus, your son, was meet, and did request me to
opportunity that we're on this month, I have been hammering. I have considered well his loss of time and how he cannot be a perfect man not being tried and tutored in the world, experienced as the industry achieved and perfected by the swift course of time. Then tell me, whether we're best to send her?
I think your lordship is not ignorant how his companion, youthful Valentine, attends the emperor in his royal court.
I know it well.
We're good. I think your lordship sent him thither. There he shall practice tilts and tournaments, hear sweet discourse, converse with noblemen, and be in the eye of every exercise worthy of his youth and nobleness of birth.
I like thy counsel. Well hast thou advised, and that thou mayest perceive how well I like it, the execution of it shall make known with the speediest expedition. I will dispatch him to the emperor's court.
Oh, tomorrow may it please you, Don Alfonso, with other gentlemen of good esteem, are journeying to salute the emperor and to commend their service to his will.
Good company with them shall Proteus go, and in good time. Now we will break with him.
Sweet love, sweet lines, sweet life. Here is her hand, the agent of her heart. Here's her oath for love, her honor's bond, that our fathers would applaud our loves to seal our happiness with their consent. Oh, heavenly Julia.
Now, what letter are you reading?
May it please your lordship. Word or two of commendation sent from Valentine. And it came from him.
Lend me the letter. Let me see what news.
There's no news, my lord, but that he writes how happily he lives, how well beloved, and is daily graced by the emperor, wishing me with him a partner of his fortune.
And how stand you affected to his wish?
As to one relying on your lordship's will and not depending on his friendly wish.
My will is something sorted with his wish. Muse not that I suddenly proceed, for what I will, and there an end. I am resolved that thou shalt spend some time with Valentinus in the emperor's court, with what maintenance he from his friend receives, like exhibition, thou shalt receive from me. Tomorrow be in readiness go. And excuse not, for I am peremptory.
My lord, I cannot be so soon provided. Please you deliberate a day or two.
Look, what thou wants shall be sent after thee. No more of say. Tomorrow thou must go. Come on, Maltius. You shall be employed to hasten to his expedition.
Oh, how this spring of love resembleth the uncertain glory of an April day, which now shows all the beauty of the sun, and by a cloud takes all away.
Sir Proteus, your father calls for you. He's in haste, therefore I pray you go.
Wait, this is it! My heart accords there too, and yet 1,000 times the answer is no.
Sir, your glove?
Not mine, my gloves are on.
Why then, this may be yours, for this is what's on.
Let me see. It's mine. Oh, sweet ornament that takes a thing divine. Sylvia.
See that your mistress loves?
Oh, well, how know you that I am in love?
Mary, by these special marks. First, you have learned, like Sir Proteus, to wreathe your arms like a malcontent, to relish a love song. Like a robin redbreast, to walk alone, like one that had the pestilence, to sigh, like a schoolboy that had lost his ABC, to wake, to weep, like a young wench that had buried her grandam, to fast, like one that takes diet, to watch, like one that fears robbing, to speak puling, like a beggar at Hallow Mass. You were wont, when you laughed, to crow like a cock. When you walked, to walk like one of the lions. When you fasted, 'twas present it was for want of money, and now you are metamorphized with a mistress. And when I look on you, I can hardly think you my master.
Are all these things perceived in me?
They are all perceived without me.
Without me, they cannot.
Without ye, you, nay, that's certain, for without you are so simple, none else would. But you are so without these follies, that these follies are within you, and shine through you like the water in a urinal. Not an I see you, but as a physician to comment on your malady.
But tell me, dost thou know my lady Sylvia?
She that you gaze on as she sits at supper?
Hast thou observed not even she, I mean?
Why, sir? I know her not.
Dost thou know her by my gazing on her, and yet knowest her not?
Is she not hard favored, sir?
Not so, fair boy, as well favored.
Sir, I know that well enough.
What dost thou know?
That she is not so fair as, of you, well favored.
I mean that her beauty is exquisite, but her favor infinite.
You never saw her since she was deformed.
How long has she been deformed?
Ever since you loved her.
Ever since I saw her, and still I see her beautiful.
If you love her, you cannot see her.
Why?
Because love is blind! You have 9 eyes, or your own eyes have the lights they were wont to have when you chid at Sir Proteus for going unguarded.
What should I see then?
Your own present folly and her passing deformity, for he being in love could not see to garter his hose, and you being in love cannot see to put on your hose.
Belike, boy, that you are in love, for last morning you could not see to wipe my shoes.
True, sir, I was in love with my bed. I thank you. You swinged me for my love, which makes me the bolder to chide you for yours.
Last night she enjoined me to write some lines to one she loves.
And have you?
I have.
Are they not lamely rich?
No, boy, but as well as I can do then. Oh, peace! Here she comes!
Oh, excellent motion! Oh, exceeding Now, he will interpret to her.
Madam, my mistress, 1,000 good morrows.
Oh, give you good even. Here's 1,000,000 of manners.
Sir Valentine, answering to you 2,000.
He should give her interest.
And you
she
enjoin me.
gives him.
I have writ your letter unto the secret nameless friend of yours, which I was much unwilling to proceed in, but for my duty to your ladyship.
I thank you, gentle servant. 'Tis clerkly done.
Oh, well, now, trust me, madam, it came hardly off for being ignorant to whom it goes. I write at random, very doubtfully.
You've been too much of so much pains.
No, madam, so instead I will write. Please, you command 1,000 times as much, and yet.
A pretty period, well, I guess a sequel, and yet I will not name it, and yet I care not, and yet. Take this again. And yet I thank you, meaning henceforth to trouble you no more.
And
What
yet
nature is
you will.
leadership?
And yet another yet.
I get
Yes, the lines are very quaintly writ, but since unwillingly, take them again.
Madam,
Take them.
they are for you.
You writ them, sir, at my request, but I will none of them. They are for you. I would have had them writ more movingly.
Please, you, I'll write your ladyship another.
And when it's writ for my sake, read it over, and if it please you so, if not, why so?
If it please me, madam, what then?
Why, if it please you, take it for your labor. And so, good morrow, sir.
Oh, just unseen, inscrutable, invisible, as a nose on a man's face, or a weathercock on a steeple. My master sues to her, and she hath taught her suitor, he being her pupil to become her tutor. Oh, excellent device. Was there ever heard a better that my master being scribe to himself should write a letter?
How now, sir? What are you reasoning with yourself?
Nay, I was rhyming. 'Tis you that have the reason.
To do what?
To be a spokesman from Madame Sylvia.
To whom?
To yourself. Why, she woos you by a figure.
What figure?
By a letter, I should say.
Why, she hath not written to me.
What needs she when she hath made you write to yourself? Why, do you not perceive the jest?
No, believe me.
No believing you, indeed, sir. But did you perceive her earnest?
She gave me none except an angry word.
Why, she hath given you a letter.
That is the letter I wrote to her friend.
And the letter hath she delivered, and there an end. For often have you writ to her, and she, in modesty, or else for want of idle time, could not again reply, or fearing else some messenger that might her mind discover, herself hath taught her love himself to write unto her lover. All this I speak in print, for in print I found it. Why amuse you, sir? 'Tis dinner time. But I, pardon, sir, though the chameleon love and feed on the air, I am one that am nourished by my meat. I would fain have meat. Oh, be not let your mistress be moved. Be moved. Have patience, gentle Julia.
I must, where is no remedy.
When possibly I can, I will return.
If you turn not, you will return the sooner. Keep this remembrance for thy Julia's sake.
Why then, we'll make exchange. Here is my hand for my true constancy. And when that hour or slips, me in the day when I sigh not, Julia, for thy sake, the next ensuing hour, some foul mischance torment me for my lover's forgetfulness. My father stays my coming, answer not, the tide is now. Nay, not the tide of tears, no. That tide will stay no longer than I should. Julia, farewell. Sir, gone without a word? So true love should do. It cannot speak. For truth hath better deeds than words to grace it.
Sir Proteus, you are staying for it.
Go! I come. Oh, alas. This parting strikes a lover's dumb.
It will be this hour till I have done weeping. All the cards of the onces have this very thought. I have received my proportion, and like the prodigious son, and am going with Sir Proteus to the Imperial's court. I think my dog Crab be the sourest natured dog that ever lived. My mother weeping. My father wailing. My sister crying. Our maid howling. And our cat wringing her hands. In all our house in a great perplexity. Yet did not this cruel-hearted cur shed its tears. He is a stone. A very pimple stone, and has no more pity in him than a dog. Why, my granddam, look you, having no eyes, wept herself blind. Nay, I'll show you the manner of it. This shoe is my father.
Now this shoe is my father. Nay, this left shoe is my mother. And this, my father, a vengeance on it. This staff is my sister. For look you, she is white as a lily and small as a wand. And I am the dog, and the dog is himself, and I am the dog. No, the dog is me, and I am myself. Now come I to my father. Well, now should I kiss my father? Now come I to my mother. Oh, that she could speak now like a wood woman. Well, I kiss her. And here's my mother's breath. Now come I to my sister. Mark the moan she makes. Now the dog, all this while, sheds not a tear, nor speaks a word, but look at how I lay the dust with my tears.
Lawns! Away, a poor dead master is and thou art to post after with oars. What's the matter? Why weepst thou? Away, ask, you'll lose the tide if you tarry any longer.
Oh, the tide! Why, man, if the river were dry, I would be able to fill it with my tears. If the wind were down, I could drive the boat with my sigh.
Away, man, I was sent to call thee.
Sir, call me what thou darest. Well, I will go. Servant!
Mistress?
Master, Centurio frowns on you.
Aye, boy, it is for love.
Out of you.
Of my mistress, then.
Toward would you not him? Ha!
Servant, you are sad.
Indeed, madam, I seem so.
Seem you not that are not.
Happily, I do.
Sort of counterfeits. So do you. What seem I that I am not?
Wise.
What instance of the contrary?
Your folly.
And how quote you my folly?
I quote it in your jerkin.
My jerkin is a doublet.
Well, then I'll double your folly.
How?
What, angry Serturio? Do you change color?
Give him leave, madam. He is a kind of chameleon.
That hath more mind to feed on your blood than in your air.
You have said, sir.
I, sir, am done to that time.
I know it well, so you always end ere you begin.
Fine, volley words, gentlemen, and quickly shut off.
It is indeed, madam, we thank the giver.
Who is that servant?
Yourself, sweet lady, for you gave the fire, and Sir Turio borrows his wit from your ladyship's looks and spends what he borrows kindly in your company.
Sir, if you spend word for word with me, I shall make your wit favorite.
I know it well, sir. You have an exchequer of words, and I think no other treasures to give your followers, for they appear by their bare liveries, that they live by your bare words.
No more, gentlemen, no more. Here comes my father. Now, daughter Sylvia, you are hard beset. Sir Valentine, your father is in good health. What say you to a letter from your friends of much good news?
My lord, I will be thankful to any happy messenger from thence.
Know ye, Don Antonio, your countrymen?
I, my good lord, I know the gentleman to be of worth and worthy estimation, and not without desert so well reputed.
Hath he not a son?
I, my good lord, a son that well deserves the honor and regard of such a father.
You know him well.
I knew him as myself, for from our infancy we have conversed and spent our hours together, and though myself have been an idle truant, omitting the sweet benefit of time to cloth mine age with angel-like perfection, yet had Sir Proteus, for that is his name, made use and fair advantage of his days, his years but young, but his experience old, his head unmellowed, but his judgment right. And in a word, for far behind his worth comes all the praises I now bestow. He is complete in feature and in mind, with all good grace to grace a gentleman.
Beshrew me, sir, but if he make this good, he is as worthy for an empress' love as meet to be an emperor's counselor. Well, sir, this gentleman is come to me with commendation from great potentates, and here he means to spend his time a while. I think 'tis no unwelcome news to you.
Should I have wished to think it had been he?
Welcome him then according to his worth. Sylvia, I speak to you, and you, Sir Turio? For Valentine, I need not cite him to it. I will send him hither to you presently.
This is the gentleman I told your ladyship had come along with me, but that his mistress did hold his eyes locked in her crystal looks.
Be like that now. She hath enfranchised them upon other pawns for fealty.
Nay, sure, I think she holds them prisoners still.
Nay, then he should be blind, and being blind, how could he see his way to seek you?
Why, Lady Love hath 20 pair of eyes.
They say that love hath not an eye at all.
To see such lovers, Turio, as yourself, upon a homely object love can wink.
Have done, have done. Here comes the gentleman.
Welcome to Mistress, I beseech you, confirm his welcome with some special favor.
His word is word for his welcome hither. If this be he you have so often wished to hear from.
Mistress, it is. Sweet lady, entertain him to be my fellow servant to your ladyship.
Too low a mistress for so high a servant.
Not so, sweet lady, but to mean a servant to have a look of such a worthy mistress.
Leave off discourse of disability, sweet lady. Entertain him for your servant.
My duty will I boast of, nothing else.
Servant, you are welcome to a worthless mistress.
I'll die on him that says so. Like yourself.
That you are welcome?
That you are worthless.
Madam, my lord your father would speak with you.
I'll wait upon his pleasure. Come, Sir Turio, go with me. Once more, new servant, welcome. I'll leave you to confer of home affairs. When you have done, we look to hear from you.
We'll both attend upon your ladyship.
How does your lady and how thrives your love?
My tales of love were wont to weary you. I know you join not of a love discourse.
I Proteus, but that life is altered now. I have done penance for contemning love, whose high emperor's thoughts have punished me with bitter fast, with nightly penitential groans, with nightly tears and daily heart-sore sighs. For in revenge of my contempt of love, love has chased sleep from my enthralled eyes and made them watchers of mine own heart's sorrow. Oh, gentle Proteus, love's a mighty lord, and hath so humbled me, as I confess, there is no woe to his correction, nor to his service, no such joy on earth. Now, no discourse, except it be of love. Now I can break my fast, dine, sup, sleep upon the very naked name of love.
Enough! I read your fortune in your eye. Was this the idol that you worship so?
Even she, and is she not a heavenly saint?
No. But she is an earthly paragon.
Call her divine.
I will not
Call her
flatter a
divine. Not divine. Let her be a principal, sovereign to all the creatures of the earth.
Except my mistress.
Sweet, except not any, except thou will against my love.
Have I not reason to prefer mine own?
And I will help thee to prefer to her. She shall be dignified with this high honor to bear my lady's train. To bear my lady's train. Bear my lady's train. Yes.
as this?
Pardon me, Proteus. All I can is nothing to her, whose words speak other worthies nothing. She is alone.
Then let her alone.
Not for the world. Why, man, she is mine own, my foolish rival that her father likes only for his possessions are so huge, is gone with her along, and I must after, for love, thou knowest, is full of jealousy.
But she loves you.
And we are betrothed. Nay more, our marriage hour with cunning manner of our flight, determined of how I must climb her window, the ladder made of cords, and all the means plotted and agreed on for my happiness. Good Proteus, go with me to my chamber in these affairs to aid me with thy counsel.
Go on before. I shall inquire you forth. I must unto the road to disembark some necessaries that I needs must use, and I'll presently attend you.
Oh, will you make haste?
I will. Even as one heat another heat expels, or as a nail by strength drives out another, so the remembrance of my former love is by a newer object quite forgotten. Is it mine eye? Or Valentine's praise, her true perfection, or my false transgression that makes me reasonless to reason thus? She's fair. And so is Julia, that I love.
Yeah.
That I did love. For now, my love is thawed, which like a waxen image gets to fire bears no impression of the thing it was. My zeal to Valentine is cold, and that I love him not as I was wont. Oh, but I love his lady too much. And that's the reason I love him so little.
Oh.
'Tis but her picture I have yet beheld, and that hath dazzled my reason's sight. But when I look on her perfection, there is no reason I shall be blind. Oh, if I can check my erring love, I will. If not, to compass her, I'll use my skill.
Welcome to Padua.
Forswear thyself, sweet youth, for I am not welcome. I reckon this always, that a man is never undone till he be hanged, nor never welcome to a place till some certain shot be paid, and the hostess say, welcome.
Come on, you madcap! I'll to the alehouse with you presently, where for one shot of 5 pence thou shalt have 5,000 welcomes. But, Sarah, how did thy master part with Madame Julia?
Mary, after they closed in earnest, they parted very fairly in jest.
Shall she marry him?
No.
How then, shall he marry her?
No, neighbor.
What, are they broken?
Oh, no, they are both as whole as a fish.
Why then, how stands the matter with them?
Mary, thus it stands well with him, it stands well with her.
What an ass art thou? I understand thee not.
Oh, what a block thou art! Oh, that thou canst not my staff understands me.
What thou sayest?
I and what I do too. Ah, look thee, I'll but lean and my staff understands me.
It stands under thee, indeed.
Well, stand under and understand is all one.
But tell me, wilt be a match?
Ask my dog.
Hey!
If he say aye, it will. If he say no, it will. If he shake his tail and say nothing, it will.
The conclusion then is that it will.
Oh, thou shalt never get such a secret from me, but by a miracle.
'Tis well that I get it so, but Launce, how sayest thou that my master is become a notable lover?
I never knew him otherwise.
A notable lover, as thou reportest him to be.
Why, thou whoreson ass, thou mistakest me.
What fool? I meant not thee, I meant thy master.
I tell thee, my master is become a hot lover.
Well, I tell thee, I care not though he burn himself in love. Oh. If thou wilt go with me to the alehouse.
At thy service.
To leave! My Julia! I will be forsworn. Shall I be forsworn?
Yeah.
To love fair Sylvia. Shall I be forsworn?
Definitely, yeah.
To wrong my friend. I shall be much forsworn. And even that power which gave me first my oath provokes me to this threefold perjury. Love bade me swear, and love bids me forswear. Oh, sweet suggesting love, if thou hast sinned, teach me thy tempted subject to excuse it. At first, I did adore a twinkling star. Now I worship a celestial sun. And he wants wit, then once resolved will to learn his wit, to exchange the bad for better. Unreverend tongue, to call her bad, whose sovereignty so oft thou hast preferred, with 20,000 soul-confirming oaths! I cannot leave to love, and yet I do, but there I leave to love where I should love. Julia, I lose. Valentine, I lose. If I keep them, I must needs lose myself. If I lose them, thus find I by their loss for Valentine, myself, for Julia, Sylvia. I to myself am dearer than a friend. I will, and for love is still most precious in itself. I will forget that Julia is alive. Remembering that my love to her is dead, and Valentine I'll hold an enemy, aiming at Sylvia as a sweeter friend. I cannot now prove more constant to myself without some treachery to Valentine. This night he meaneth with a corded ladder to climb celestial Sylvia's chamber window. Now, presently, I'll give her father notice of their disguising and pretended flight, who, all enraged, will banish Valentine, for Turio, he intends, shall wed his daughter. But Valentine being gone, I'll quickly cross by some sly trick to blunt Thurio's dull proceeding. Love, lend me wings to make this purpose swift, as thou hast lent me wit to plot this drift.
Counsel, Lieutenant, gentle girl, assist me, and even in kind love I do conjure thee, who art the table wherein all my thoughts are visibly charactered and engraved, to lesson me and tell me some good mean, how with my honor I may undertake a journey to my loving Proteus.
Alas, the way is wearisome and long.
A true devoted pilgrim is not weary to measure kingdoms with his feeble steps, much less shall she that has love's wings to fly. And when flight is made to one so dear, of such divine perfection as Sir Proteus.
Better forbear till Proteus make return.
Oh, knowest thou not? His looks are my soul's food. Pity the dearth that I have pined in, by longing for that food so long a time. Didst thou but know the quench the fire of love with words.
I do not seek to quench your love's hot fire, but qualify the fire's extreme rage, thus it should burn above the bounds of reason.
The more thou damst it up, the more it burns. The current that with gentle murmur glides, thou knowest, being stopped, impatiently doth rage. But when his fair course is not hindered, he makes sweet music with the enameled stones, giving a gentle kiss to every sedge he overtakes in his pilgrimage. And so many winding nooks he strays with willing sport to the wild ocean. Then let me go, and hinder not my course. I'll be as patient as a gentle stream, and make a pastime of each weary step, to the last step have brought me to my love, and there I'll rest, as after much turmoil a blessed soul doth in Elysium.
But in what habit will you go along?
Not like a woman, for I would prevent the loose encounters of lascivious men. Gentle Lucetta, fit me with such weeds as may beseem some well-reputed page.
Page.
Later.
What? Bishop has cut your hair.
Oh, no, girl, I'll knit it up in silken sheets with 20-odd conceited true love knots. To be fantastic may become a youth of greater time than I shall show to be.
What fashion, madam, shall I make your breeches?
Right, even what fashion thou best likes, Lucetta.
You must needs have them with a codpiece, madam.
Ouch, Lucetta, that will be ill-favored.
Hose, madam, now is not worth a pin, unless you have a codpiece to stick pins on.
Lucetta, as thou lovest me, let me have what thou thinkst meet, and is most mannerly. But tell me, wench, how will the world repute me for undertaking so unstaid a journey? I fear he will make me scandalized.
If you think so, then stand home and go not.
Nay, that I will not.
Never dream on infamy, but go. And Proteus like your journey when you come. No matter who's displeased when you are gone, I fear me he will scarce be pleased with all.
That is the least, Lucetta, of my fear. 1,000 oaths, an ocean of his tears, and instances of infinite of love warrant me welcome to my Proteus.
All these are servants to deceitful men.
Base men that use them to so base effect. But truer stars to govern Proteus' birth. His words are bonds, his oaths are oracles, his love sincere, his thoughts immaculate, his tears pure messengers, his heart as far from fraud as now, as thou lovest me, do him not that wrong, to bear a hard opinion of his truth, only deserve my love by loving him. And presently go with me to my chamber, to take a note of what I stand in need of, to furnish me upon my longing journey. All that is mine I leave at thy dispose, my goods, my lands, and my reputation. Only in lieu thereof dispatch me hence. Come, answer not, but to it presently. I am impatient of my tarriance.
Now tell me, Proteus, what's your will with me?
No, worthy prince, Sir Valentine, my friend, this night intends to steal away your daughter, myself, and one made privy to the plot. I know you have determined to bestow her on Trio, whom your gentle daughter hates, and should she be thus stolen away from you, it would be much vexation for your age. Thus, for my duty's sake, I rather choose to cross my friend in his intended drift than, by concealing it, to heap on your head a pack of sorrows which would press you down
running unprevented to your timeless grave.
Proteus, I thank thee for thine honest care, which to requite command me while I live.
Do it!
This love of theirs myself have often seen, haply when they have judged me fast asleep, and oftentimes have purposed to forbid Sir Valentine her company in my court. But fearing lest my jealous aim might err, and so unworthily disgrace the man, a rashness that I ever yet have shunned, I gave him gentle looks, thereby to find that which thyself hast now disclosed to me. And that thou mayst perceive my fear of this, knowing that tender youth is soon suggested, I nightly lodge her in an upper tower, the key whereof myself have ever kept, and thence she cannot be conveyed away.
No, noble lord. They have devised a mean how ye might her chamber window will ascend, and with a corded ladder fetch her down, for which the youthful lover is now gone, and this way comes he with it presently, where, if it please you, you may intercept him. But, good my lord, do it so cunningly that my discovery be not aimed at. For love of you, and not hate unto my friend, hath made me publisher of this pretense.
Upon mine honor, he shall never know that I had any light from thee of this.
Adieu, my lord, Sir Valentine is coming.
What is this? Sir Valentine! Oh. Sir Valentine! Whither away so fast?
Here's a messenger that stays to bear my letters to my friends, and I am going to deliver them.
Be they of much import?
The tenure of them doth but signify my health and happy being at your court.
Nay then, no matter, stay with me a while. I am to break with thee of some affairs that touch me near, wherein thou must be secret. 'Tis not unknown to thee that I have sought to match my friend Sir Turio to my daughter.
I know it well, my lord, and sure the match were rich and honorable. Besides, the gentleman is full of virtue, bounty, worth, and qualities. Beseeming such a wife as your fair daughter. Cannot your grace win her to fancy him?
No, trust me, she is peevish, sullen, froward, proud, disobedient, stubborn, lacking duty, neither regarding that she is my child, nor fearing me as I thought you were her father. Come on, Dad, and may I say to thee, this pride of hers, upon advice, has drawn my love from her. And where I thought the remnant of mine age should have been cherished by her childlike duty, I now am full resolve to take a wife and turn her out. So who will take her in? Then let her beauty be her wedding dower. For me and my possessions she esteems not.
What would your grace have me do in this?
There is a lady in Verona here whom I affect, but she is nice and coy, and not esteems my aged eloquence. Now, therefore, would I have thee to my tutor. For long agone I have forgot to court, besides the fashion of the time is now changed. How and which way I may bestow myself to be regarded in her sun bright eye.
Win her with gifts if she respects not words. Down jewels often in their silent kind, more quick than words do move a woman's mind.
But she, I mean, is promised by her friends unto a youthful gentleman of worth, and kept severely from resort of men, that no man had access by day to her.
Why then I would resort to her by night.
Aye, but the doors be locked, and keys kept safe, that no man hath recourse to her by night.
What? That's but one may enter at her window.
Her chamber is aloft, far from the ground, and built so shelving that one cannot climb it without apparent hazard of his life.
I've been a ladder, quaintly made of cords and so boldly Andrew would adventure it.
As thou art a gentleman of blood, advise me where I may have such a lad.
When would you use it? Pray, sir, tell me that.
This go to her alone. How shall I best convey the ladder thither?
It will be right, my lord, that you may bear it under a cloak that is of any length.
A cloak, as long as thine will serve the turn.
Aye, my good lord.
Then let me see thy cloak. I'll give you such another length.
Any cloak would serve the turn, sir.
How shall I fashion me to wear a cloak? I pray thee.
Why'd you bring it up?
It's your fault. Let me feel thy cloak upon me. What letter is this same? What's here to Sylvia? And here an engine fit for my proceeding. I'll be so bold to break the seal for once. What's here? Sylvia, this night I will enfranchise thee. 'Tis so. And here's the letter for the purpose. Why, Phaeton, for thou art Merope's son, wilt thou aspire to guide the heavenly car, and with thy daring folly burn the world? Wilt thou preach stars because they shine on thee? Go, base intruder, overweighted slave, bestow thy fawning smiles on equal mates, and think my patience more than thy desert is privilege for thy departure hence. Thank me for this.
Thank you.
And for all the favors which all too much I have bestowed on thee. But if thou linger in my territories longer, then swiftest expedition will give thee time to leave our royal court. By heaven, my wrath shall far exceed the love I ever bore my daughter or thyself. Begone! I will not hear thy vain excuse, but as thou lovest thy life, make speed from hence!
And why not death rather than living in torment? To die is to be banished from myself. And Sylvia is myself. Banished from her is self from self. A deadly banishment. What light is light if Sylvia be not seen? What joy is joy if Sylvia be not by? Unless it be to think that she is by, and feed upon a shadow of perfection. Except I be by Sylvia in the night, there is no music in the nightingale. Unless I look on Sylvia in the day, there is no day for me to look upon. She is my essence, and I leave to be. If I be not by her fair influence, fostered, illumined, cherished, kept alive, I fly not death to fly his deadly doom. Tarry I here, I but attend on death. But fly I hence, I fly away from life.
What seest thou?
Here we go to find that there's not a hair on his head, but 'tis a valentine.
Valentine?
No,
Who then? His spirit?
neither,
Then what then?
nothing.
Oh, can nothing speak? Master, shall I strike?
Who wouldst thou strike?
Oh, nothing! Oh, master, I'll strike nothing, I pray you.
Friend, Valentine, a word.
My ears are stopped and cannot hear good news. So much of bad as already hath possessed them.
Then in dumb silence will I bury mine, for they are harsh, untunable, and bad.
It's Sylvia dead?
No, Valentine!
Oh, Valentine, indeed, for sacred Sylvia, hath she forsworn me?
No, Valentine.
No, Valentine, if Sylvia hath forsworn me, what is your news?
Sir, there is a proclamation that you are banished.
Then thou art banished. That's the news. From Sylvia. And from me, thy friend.
I have fed upon this woe already, and now excess of it will make me servant. Does Sylvia know that I am banished?
And she had offered to the doom which unrehearsed stands in effectual force, a sea of melting pearl, which some call tears. those at her father's feet, her father's churlish feet, she tendered, with them upon her knees, her humble self, wringing her hands, whose whiteness so became them, as if by now they waxed pale for woe, but neither bended knees, pure hands held up, sad sighs, deep groan, nor silver-shedding tears could penetrate her uncompassionate sire. But Valentine, if he be ta'en, must die. Besides, her intercession chafed him so when she for thy repeal was suppliant that to close prison he commanded her with many bitter threats abiding there.
No more! Unless the next word that thou speaks has some malignant power on my life. If so, I pray thee, breathe it in my ear. Breathe it in my ear. My endless dollar.
Oh, cease to lament for that thou canst not help, and study help for that which thou lamentst. Time is the nurse and breeder of all good. Here, if thou stay, thou canst not see thy love. Besides, thy staying will abridge thy life. Hope is a lover's staff. Walk hence with that, and manage it against despairing thoughts. Thy letters may be here, though thou art hence, which, being writ to me, shall be delivered even in the milk-white bosom of thy love. The time now served not to expostulate. Come, I'll convey thee to the city gate, and ere I part with thee, confer at large of all that may concern thy love affairs. As thou lovest Sylvia, though not for thyself, regard thy danger, and along with me.
I pray thee, once, if thou seest my boy, bid him make haste and meet me at the north gate.
Go, sir, find him out. Come, Valentine.
But look at you, and yet I have the wit to think my master is a kind of a knave. But that's all one if he's but one knave. He lives not now that knows me to be in love, yet I am in love. But a team of horse shall not trade that from me. Nor who 'tis I love. Yet 'tis a woman. But what? A woman I will not tell myself, and yet 'tis a milkmaid. Yet 'tis not a maid, for she hath had gossips. Yet 'tis a maid, for she is her master's maid and serves for wages. She hath more qualities than a water spaniel, which is much in a bare Christian. Here is a catalogue of her condition. In premise, she can fetch and carry. A horse can do no more. Nay! A horse cannot fetch, but only carry. Therefore, she is better than a jade. Item, she can milk. Will look you, sweet virtue and a maid with clean hair.
How now, Senior Moths? What news with your mastership?
Why, my mastership? Why, it is at sea.
Well, your old vice still mistake the words. What news then is in your paper?
The blackest news that ever heard.
Why, man? How black?
Oh, why? As black as ink.
Let me read them.
Fie on thee, jolthead, thou canst not read.
Thou liest, I can.
Oh, I will try thee, tell me this. Who begot thee?
Mary, the son of my grandfather.
Oh, illiterate loiterer, it was the son of thy grandmother. This proves thou canst not read.
Come forth, come. Try me in thy paper.
There, in St. Nicholas Speed.
In premise, she can milk.
Aye, that she can.
Item, she brews good ale.
And thereof comes a proverb. Lesson upon your heart, do brew good ale.
Item, she can sew.
That's as much to say, can't she sew?
She can wash and
be washed and scoured.
Item, she hath many nameless virtues.
Oh, that's as much to say bastard virtues. That indeed know not their father and therefore have no names.
Here follow her vices.
Close at the heels of her virtues.
Item, she is not to be fasting in respect of her breath.
Well, that fault may be mended with a breakfast. Read on.
Item, she hath a sweet mouth.
That makes amends for her sour breath.
Item, she is slow in words.
Oh, villain! And set this down among her vices. To be slow in words is a woman's only virtue. I pray thee, and place it for her chief virtue.
Item, she is
Oh,
proud.
out with that too. It was Eve's legacy and cannot be taken from her.
Item, she hath no teeth.
I care not for that neither, because I love crusts.
She is cursed.
Well, the best is she hath no teeth to fight.
She will often praise her liquor.
If her liquor be good, she shall. If she will not, I will. If she will not, I will. Good things should be praised.
Item, she is too liberal.
Oh, other tongue she cannot, for that's written down she is so of. Of her purse she shall not, for that I'll keep shut. Now, of another thing she may, and cannot I help that? Well, proceed.
Item, she hath more hair than wit, and more faults than hairs, and more wealth than faults.
Stop there! I will have her. Though the sheep was mine and not mine, twice or thrice in that last article. Reverse that once more!
Item, she hath more hair than wit.
More hair than wit! It may be I'll prove it. The cover of the salt hides the salt, and therefore is more than the salt. The hair that covers the wit is more than the wit, and the greater hides the less. What's next?
And more faults than hair.
That's monstrous! All that now we're out!
More wealth. More wealth. Than faults.
Oh, well, that word makes the faults gracious. Well, I'll have her. If it be a match, as nothing is impossible.
What then?
Why, then, will I tell thee that thy master stays for thee at the north gate.
For me? And must I go to him?
Oh, thou hast fled to him, for thou hast stayed so long that going will scarce serve the turn.
Why didst not tell me sooner? Not say your love letters.
Now will he be sweet for reading my letter, an unmannerly slave that will thrust himself into secrets. I'll after to rejoice in the boy's correction.
Sir Turio, fear not. But then she will love you, now Valentine is banished from her sight.
Since his exile, she hath despised me most, forsworn my company, railed at me that I am desperate for attaining her.
This weak impress of love is as a figure trenched in ice, which with an hour's heat dissolves to water, and doth lose his form. A little time will melt her frozen thoughts, and worthless Valentine shall be forgot. How now, Sir Proteus? Is your countryman, according to our proclamation, gone?
Gone, my lord.
My daughter takes his going grievously.
A little time, my lord, will kill that grief.
So I believe, but Turio thinks not so. Proteus, the good conceit I hold of thee, for thou hast shown some sign of good desert, makes me the better to confer with thee. Thou knowst how, willingly, I would effect the match between Sir Turio and my daughter.
I do, my lord.
And also, I think, thou art not ignorant how she opposes her against my will.
She did, my lord, when Valentine was here.
Aye, and perversely she perseveres so. What might we do to make the girl forget the love of Valentine and love Sir Turio?
The best way is to slander Valentine with falsehood, cowardice, and poor descent. Three things that women highly hold in hate.
Aye, but she'll think that it is spoken hate.
Aye, if his enemy deliver it. Therefore, it must be with circumstance be spoken by one who he esteemeth, or who she esteemeth as his friend.
Then you must undertake to slander him.
And that, my lord, I shall be loath to do. 'Tis an ill office for a gentleman, especially against his very friend.
Where your good word cannot advantage him, your slander never can endamage him. Therefore the office is indifferent, being entreated to it by your friend.
You have prevailed, my lord. If I can do it by aught that I can speak in his dispraise, she shall not long continue love to him. But say this weed her love from Valentine, it follows not that she loves Sir Turio.
Therefore, as you unwind her love from him, at least it should ravel and be good for none, you must provide it bottom to me, which must be done by praising me as much as you in worth dispraise Sir Valentine.
And Proteus, we dare trust you in this time. Because we know, on Valentine's report, you are already love's firm votary and cannot soon revolt and change your mind. Upon this warrant shall you have access, where you with Sylvia may confer at large. For she is lumpish, heavy, melancholy. For your friend's sake will be glad of you, where you may temper her and by your persuasion to hate young Valentine and love my friend.
As much as I can do, I will effect. But you, Sir Turio, are not sharp enough. You must lay lime and tangle her desires by wailful sonnets, whose composed rhymes should be full fraught with serviceable vowels. Say that upon the altar of her beauty, you sacrifice your tears, your sighs, your heart, right till your ink be dry, and then with your tears moisten again, and frame some feeling line that may discover such integrity. For Orpheus' lute was strung with poet's sinews, whose golden touch could soften steel and stones, make tigers tame, and huge leviathans forsake unsounded deeps and dance on sands. After your dire lamenting elegies, visit by night your lady's chamber window, with some sweet consort to their instruments tune a deploring dumb. The night's dead silence will well become such sweet complaining grievance. This, or else nothing, will inherit her.
This discipline shows thou hast been in love.
And thy advice this night I put in practice. Therefore, sweet Proteus, my direction giver, let us into the city presently to sort some gentlemen, well skilled in music. I have a sonnet that will serve the tune to give the onset to thy good advice.
About it, gentlemen.
We'll wait upon your grace till after supper, and afterward determine our proceedings.
Even now about it, I will pardon you.
Fellows, stand fast. I see a passenger.
If there be time, shriek not, but down with them. Stand, sir, and throw us what you have about ye. If not, we'll make you sit and rifle you.
Sir, we are undone. These are the villains that all the travelers do fear so much.
That's not so, sir. We are your enemies.
Peace! Well, here. Hi, my dear Billy, for he's a proper man. Then know that I have little wealth to lose. A man I am, crossed with adversity. My riches are these poor habiliments, of which 18 months and longer might have stayed if crooked fortune has not thwarted me.
What, were you banished thence?
I was. For what offense? For that which now torments me to rehearse, I killed a man whose death I much repent, but yet I slew him manfully in false advantage or base treachery.
Why ne'er repent it? If it were done so, but were you banished for so small a fault?
I was, and help me glad of such a doom.
Have you the tongues?
You will travel very happy. Or else, I have been often miserable.
Oh, like a bear scalp of Robin Hood's fat friar, this fellow were a king for our wild faction.
We'll have him. Sirs, a word.
Master, be one of them. It's an honorable kind of thievery.
Peace, villain.
Tell us this.
Have you anything to take to? Nothing but my fortune.
No, then that some of us are gentlemen, such as the fury of ungoverned youth thrust from the company of awful men. Myself was from Verona banished for practicing to steal away a lady and dare and niece allied unto the Duke.
And I from Mantua for a gentleman who in my mood I steal unto the heart.
And I, for such like petty crimes as these, but to the purpose, for we cite our faults that they may hold excused our lawless lives. And seeing you are beautified with goodly shape, and by your own report, a linguist and a man of such perfection as we do in our quality, much what?
Indeed, because you are a banished man, therefore above the rest, we parlay to you. Miss, are you content to be our general and to make a virtue of necessity and live as we do in this wilderness?
What sayest thou? Wilt thou be of our consort? Say I, and be the captain of us all. We'll do thee homage and be ruled by thee, love thee, as our commencer and our king.
But if thou scorn our courtesy, thou diest.
Thou shalt not live to brag what we have offered.
I take your offer and will live with you, provided that you do no outrages on city women or poor passengers.
Oh no! We detest such vile, base practices! We'll bring thee to our cruise and show thee all our treasure we have got. Well, which we ourselves will rest at thy disuse.
Already have I been false to Valentine, and now I must be as unjust to Turio. Under the color of commending him, I have access my own love to prefer. But Sylvia is too fair, too true, too holy to be corrupted with my worthless gifts. When I protest true loyalty to her, she twists me with my falsehood to my friend. When to her beauty I commend my vows, she bids me think how I have been forsworn in breaking faith with Julia, whom I loved. And notwithstanding all her sudden quips, yet least whereof would quell a lover's hope, yet spaniel-like, more she spurns my love, and the more it grows, I fawneth on her still. And here comes Turio! Turio, now, we must to her window, and give some evening music to her ear.
How now, Sir Proteus? Are you trapped before us?
How now? Sir Porteous, are you prepped before us?
Aye, gentle Turio, for you know that love will creep in service where it cannot go.
But I hope, sir, that you love not here.
Sir, but I do, or else I would be hanged.
Who, Sylvia?
I, Sylvia, for your sake.
I thank you for your own. Now, gentlemen, let's tune. Add to it lustily for a while.
Now, my young guest, methinks your melancholy. I pray you, why is it? Marry mine host, because I cannot be merry. Come, we'll have you marry. I'll bring you where you shall hear music and see the gentleman that you asked for. But shall I hear him speak? Aye, that you shall. That will be music. Hark, hark. Is he among thee? I'm at peace. Let's hear him.
Who is Sylvia? What is she? All our swains command her. Holy, fair, and wise is she. The heavens grace in land. That she might and not be. Is she kind and is she fair? For beauty lives in kindness. Love of to help him of his blindness, and being helped inhabits there. Then to silver she excels each mortal thing upon the dull earth dwelling. To her let us one drink.
Are you sadder than you were before? How do you, man? Music likes you not. You mistake. The musician likes me not. What? Please, false, father. How? Out of tune on the string. So false that he grieves my very heartstrings. You have a quick ear. Aye, I would I were deaf. It makes me have a slow heart. I perceive you do not delight in music. Not a whit, but it jars so. Hark, what fine changes in the music. Aye, that change is the spite. You would have them always play one thing. I would always have one play but one thing. But host, does this Sir Proteus that we talk on often resort unto this gentlewoman? I tell you what once his man told me. He loved her a lot of Nick. Where is Lance? Gone to seek his dog, which tomorrow by his master's command he must carry for a present to his lady. He stand aside, the company parts.
Sir Turio, fear not you. I will so plead that you shall say, my cunning drift excels.
Where meet we?
At St. Gregory's Well.
Farewell.
Madam, good evening to your ladyship.
I thank you for your music, gentlemen. Who is that spake?
One, lady, that if you knew his pure heart's truth, you would quickly learn to know him by his voice.
Sir Proteus, I take it?
Sir Proteus, gentle lady, and your sir,
What's your will?
that I may compass yours.
You can wish. My will is even this, that presently you hie you home. Hie you home. Hie you home to bed. Thou subtle perjurer, false, disloyal man, thinkst thou I am so shallow, so concealest, to be seduced by thy spirit? Thou hast so many of thy vows. Return, and make thy love amends. For me, by this hail queen of night, I swear, I am so far from granting thy request that I despise thee for thy wrongful suit, and by my intent to chide myself for even for this time I spent in talking to thee.
I grant, sweet love, that I did love a lady, but she is dead.
I am sure she is not buried.
Save that she be, yet Valentine, thy friend, survives, to whom thyself art witness. I am betrothed, and art thou not ashamed to wrong him with thy importunacy?
Yeah.
I likewise hear that Valentine is dead.
And so suppose if I, or in her grave, assured thyself, my love is buried.
Sweet lady, let me rake it from the earth.
Go thy lady's grave, and call her thence, or at the least in her sepulchre thine.
Madam, if your heart be so obdurate, vouchsafe me yet your picture for my love. The picture that's hanging in your chamber? To that I'll speak, to that I'll sigh and weep. For since the substance of your perfect self is else devoted, I am but a shadow, and to your shadow will I make true love.
If 'twere a substance, you would sure deceive it and make it but a shadow, as I am.
I am very low down. Your falsehood shall become you well to worship shadows and adore false shapes. Send to me in the morning, and I'll send it, and so good rest.
Oh, as wretches have o'ernight that wait for execution in the morn.
Post, will you go?
Not my Alladome, I was fast asleep.
Where lies Sir Proteus?
Mary in my house, trust me, I think 'tis almost day.
Not so, but it hath been the longest nights that e'er I've watched, and the most heaviest.
When a man's servant shall play the cur with him, look you. It goes hard. One that I brought up of the puppy. One that I saved from drowning when 3 or 4 of his bride brothers and sisters went through it. I have taught him, even as one would say, precisely thus I would teach a dog. I was sent out to deliver him as a present to Mistress Sylvia from my master. And I came no sooner into the dining chamber, but he steps me to her trencher and steals a capon's leg. It was a foul thing. The cur cannot keep himself in all companies. I would have, as one would say, one that takes upon him to be a dog indeed, to be, as it were, a dog at all things. If I had not more wit than he, whose thing falls upon me that he did, I think verily he had been hanged for it. For sure, as I live, he had suffered for it. You shall judge. He thrusts me himself into the company of 3 or 4 gentlemen like dogs. Gentlemen like dogs. Under the Duke's table. He had not been there, bless the mark, a pissing while, but all the chamber smelt him. Out with the dog, says one. Out with the dog! What cur is that, says another. Oh, hang him up, says the third.
Hang him up!
Says the Duke. Acquainted with the smell before knew it was crowd. Calls me to the fellow that whips the dogs. Friend, quoth I, you mean to whip the dog? I do, marry do I, quoth he. I do, marry do I. You do more the wrong, quoth I. 'Twas I did the thing you wot of. He makes me no more ado, but whips me out of the chamber. How many masters would do this for his servant? Nay! I'll be sworn I have sat in the stocks for puddings he had stolen, otherwise he had been executed. I have stood on the pillory for geese he had killed, otherwise he had suffered for it. Thou thinkst not
You served me when I took my leave of Madame Sylvia. Did not I bid thee still mark me? And do not heave up my leg and then honoring it to watch Martingale. Did not ever see me do such a Did not ever see me do such a trick? No. Did thou
Jackson is thy name. I like thee well, and will employ thee in some service presently.
In what you please, I'll do what I can.
I hope thou wilt. How now, you whoreson peasant? What have you been? These 2 days loitering?
Carry Mistress Sylvia the dog you bade me.
What says she to my little jewel?
Mary, she says your dog was a cur, and she tells you a cur sex is good enough for such a present.
But she received my dog.
No, indeed, did she not? Here, I have brought him back again.
What didst thou offer her this from me?
The other squirrel had been stolen from me by the hangsman boys in the marketplace. And then I offer her my own, with a dog as big as 10 of yours, and therefore the gift the greater.
Go, get thee hence, and find my dog again, or I'll never turn into my side. Away, I say, stayest thou to vex me here? Trashin, partly that I have need of such a youth, can with some discretion do my business, for 'tis no trusting to yon foolish lout, but chiefly for thy face and thy behavior, which augury deceive me not, witness good bringing up, fortune and truth. Therefore know thee, and for this I entertain thee. Go presently and take this ring with thee. Deliver it to Madame Sylvia. She loved me well, delivered it to me.
You loved not her, not leave her token. She is dead, belike?
Not so, I think she lives.
Alas,
What's the cry, alas?
I cannot choose but pity her.
Wherefore shouldst thou pity her?
Because methinks that she loved you as well as you do love your lady Sylvia. She dreams on her that has forgot her love. You dote on her that cares not for your love. 'Tis pity love should be so contrary, and thinking on it makes me cry, alas.
Well, give her that ring, and therewithal, this letter. That's her chamber. Tell my lady I claim the promise for her heavenly picture. Your message done, I hie home unto my chamber, where thou shalt find me sad and solitary.
How many women would do such a message? Alas, poor Proteus. Thou hast entertained a fox to be the shepherd of thy lambs. Alas, poor fool, why do I pity him? With his very heart despiseth me. Because he loves her, he despiseth me. Because I love him, I must pity him. This ring I gave him when he parted from me, to bind him to remember my goodwill. And now am I, unhappy messenger, to plead for that which I would not obtain, to carry that which I would have refused, to praise his faith which I would have dispraised. I am my master's true confirmed love, but cannot be true servant to my master unless I prove false to myself, false traitor to myself. Yet will I woo for him, but yet so coldly, as heaven it knows, I would not have him speed. Gentlewoman, good day. I pray you, be my mean to bring me where to speak with Madame Sylvia.
What would you with her if that I be she?
If you be she, I do entreat your patience to hear me speak the message I am sent on.
From who?
From my master, Sir Proteus, madam.
Oh, he sends you for a picture?
Aye, madam.
I go give your master this. Tell him from me, one Julia, that his changing thoughts forever would better fit his chamber than this shadow.
Madam, please you peruse this letter. Pardon me, madam. I have been unadvised delivered you a paper that I should not. This is the letter to your ladyship.
I pray thee, let me look on that again.
It may not be. Pardon me.
There, hold. I will not look upon your master's lines. I know they are stuffed with protestations and full of newfound oaths, which he will break as easily as I do this paper.
Madam, he sent your ladyship this ring.
The more shall for him that he sendeth me, for I have heard him say 1,000 times, his Julia gave it him at his departure. Though his false finger hath proclaimed the ring, mine shall not do this Julia so much wrong.
Yes. She thanks you.
What's that?
I thank you, madam, that you tender her, poor gentlewoman. My master wrongs her much.
Dost thou know her?
Almost as well as I do know myself. To think upon her woes, I do protest that I have wept 100 several times.
Belike she thinks that Proteus hath forsook her?
I think she doth, and that's not.
Is she not passing fair?
She hath been fairer, madam, than she is. When she did think my master loved her well, she, in my judgment, was as fair as you. But since she did neglect her looking glass and threw her sun-expelling mask away, the air hath starved the roses in her cheeks and pinched the lily tincture of her face.
How tall is she?
About my stature. For at Pentecost, when all our pageants of delight were played, our youth got me to play the woman's part, and I was trimmed in Madame Julia's gown, which served me as fit by all men's judgments, as if the garments had been made for me. Therefore, I know she is about my height. And at that time, I made her weep a good, for I did play a lamentable part. Madam, 'twas Ariadne, passioning for Theseus' perjury and unjust flight, which I so lively acted with my tears, that my poor mistress moved therewithal wept bitterly, and would I might be dead if I in thought felt not her very sorrow.
She is beholding to thee, gentle youth. Alas, poor lady, desolate and left, I weep myself to think upon thy word. Here, youth, there is my purse, I give thee this for thy sweet mistress' sake, because thou lovest her well.
And she shall thank you for it, if ever you know her. A virtuous gentlewoman, mild and beautiful. I hope my master's suit will be but cold, since she respects my mistress' love so much. Alas, how love can trifle with itself. Here is her picture. Let me see. I think if I had such attire, this face of mine were full as lovely as is this of hers. And yet the painter flattered her a little. Lest I flatter with myself too much. What should it be that he respects in her, but I can make respective in myself? If this fond love were not a blinded god, come, shadow, come and take this shadow up, for 'tis thy rival, O thou senseless form. Thou shalt be worshipped, kissed, loved, and adored. And were there sense in his idolatry, my substance should be statue in thy stead. I'll use thee kindly for thy mistress' sake that used me so, or else by Jove I vow I should have scratched out your unseeing eyes to make my master out of love with thee.
Sir Proteus, what says Julia to my suit?
Oh, sir, I find her milder than she was. And yet, she takes exceptions at your person.
What? My leg is too long?
No, it's too little.
I'll wear a boot to make it rounder.
But love will not be spurred to what it loathes.
How likes she my discourse?
Ill when you talk of war.
But when I discourse discourse of love and peace?
But better indeed when you hold your peace.
What says she to my valor?
Oh, sir! She makes no doubt of that.
She needs not when she knows it cowardice.
What says she to my birth?
That you are well derived.
True, from a gentleman to a fool.
Considers she my possession?
Oh, aye, and pities them.
Wherefore?
That such an ass should own them.
That they are out by lease.
Here comes the Duke. How now, Sir Proteus? How now, Torio? Which of you saw Eglamour of late?
Not I.
Aye.
Saw you my daughter?
Neither.
Why then she's fled unto that peasant Valentine, and Eglamour is in her company. 'Tis true, for Friar Lawrence met them both, as he in penance wandered through the forest. Him he knew well, and guessed that it was she, but being masked, he was not sure of it. Besides, she did intend confession at Patrick's cell this even, and there she was not. These likelihoods confirm her flight from hence. Therefore, I pray you, stand, not to discourse, but mount you presently, and meet with me upon the rising of the mountain foot that leads toward Mantua, where they are fled. Dispatch, sweet gentlemen, and follow me.
Why, this is what it is to be a peevish girl that flies her fortune when it follows her. I'll after more for revenge of Eglamour than for the love of reckless Sylvia.
And I will follow more for Sylvia's love than hate of Eglamour that goes with her.
And I will follow more to cross that love than hate for Sylvia that has gone for love.
Come, be patient. We must bring you to our captain.
1,000 more mischances than this one have learned me how to brook this patiently.
Come, bring her away.
Where's this gentleman that was with
with
her?
Oh, the nimble-footed, he hath outrun us. But Moitius and Valerius follow him. Goest thou with her to the west end of the wood. There is our captain, we'll follow him, that's fled. The thicket is beset, he cannot escape.
Come, I must bring you to our captain's cave. Fear not, he bears an honorable mind, and will not use a woman lawlessly.
How used of breed habit in a man. This shadowy desert, unfrequented woods, I better brook than flourishing people towns. Here, I can sit alone, unseen of any, and to the nightingale's complaining notes tune my distresses and record my woes. Oh, thou that dost inhabit in my breast, leave the mansion so no long tenantless, thus growing ruinous, and the building fall, and leave no memory of what it was. Prepare me, Sylvia, with thy presence, thou gentle nymph, cherish thy forlorn swain. What hallooing and what stir is this today? What? These are my mates that make their wills their laws, have some unhappy passenger and chance. They love me well, yet I have much to do to keep them from uncivil outrages. Withdraw thee, Valentine. Who's this that comes?
Madam, this service have I done for you, though you respect not aught your servant doth, to hazard life and rescue you from him that would have forced your honor and your love. That would have vouchsafed me for my need. But one fair look.
How large is this? I see.
A smaller
and hear
boon
my
than this. I
reputations
cannot
from
beg.
everyone.
Less than this, you cannot give.
No, miserable, unhappy that I am.
Unhappy were you, madam, ere I came. But by my coming, I have made you happy.
I approach, thou makest me most unhappy.
And me when he approaches to your presence.
Had I been crazed by a hungry lion, I would have been a breakfast for beasts rather than have false Proteus rescue me. Oh, heaven be judge of how I love Valentine, whose life is tender to me as my soul, as full as much for more there cannot be. I do detest false perjured Proteus, therefore be gone, solicit me no more.
What dangerous action!
unless thou too, and that's far worse than none. Better have none than plural faith, which is too much by one, thy counterfeit to thy true friend.
In love, who respects friends? If the gentle spirit of moving words can no way change you to a milder form, I'll woo you like a soldier, at arms in, and love you against the nature of love. Force me! I'll force thee to yield to my desire.
Let's go,
Valentine!
friend, cast without faith or love, for such a friend is now treacherous man. Thou hast beguiled my hopes. Not by mine eyes could have persuaded me. Now I dare not say I have one friend alive. Thou disprove me. Who should be trusted when one's right hand is perjured to the bosom? Proteus, I am sorry, I must never trust thee more, but count the world a stranger for thy sake. The private wound is deepest. Oh, time most accursed amongst all foes, that a friend should be the worst.
My shame and guilt confounds me. Forgive me, Valentine. If hearty sorrow be sufficient ransom for offense, I tender here. I do as truly suffer as ere I did commit.
Then I am pained. And once again, I do receive thee honest. Who by repentance is now satisfied is more of heaven or earth. These are pleased. By penance of the eternal's wrath appease, and that my love may appear plain and free. All that was mine in Sylvia, I give to thee. Why, boy? Why wag? How now? What's the matter? Look up. Speak. Speak.
Sir, my master charged me to deliver a ring to Madame Sylvia, which out of my neglect was never done.
Where is that ring, boy?
Here it is, this is it.
Let me see. This is the ring I gave to Julia.
Oh, pray you mercy, sir, I have mistook. This is the ring you sent to Sylvia?
Oh.
How camest thou by this ring? At my depart, I gave this unto Julia.
And Julia herself did give it me.
How?
And Julia herself hath brought in him.
How? Julia!
Behold, her that gave aid to all thy oaths, and entertained them deeply in her heart. How oft hast thou with perjury cleft the root? O Proteus, let this habit make thee blush. Be thou ashamed that I have took upon me such an immodest raiment. If shame live in a disguise of love, it is the lesser blot modesty finds women to change their shapes than men their minds.
The men their minds! It's true. Oh, heaven were men, but constant. He were perfect. That one error fills him with fault, makes him run through all the sins. Inconstancy falls off ere it would begin.
Oh my god. Yes.
What is in Sylvia's face? But I may spy more fresh in Julia's with the constant eye.
Come, a hand from either. Needless to make this happy close. 'Twere pity such two friends would be long foes.
Bear witness, heaven. I have my wish forever.
And I mine.
Forbear, I say, this is the Lord the Duke. Your grace is welcome to a man disgraced, banished, Valentine.
Sir Valentine.
Yonder is Sylvia, and Sylvia is mine.
Turio, give back, or else embrace thy death. Come not within the measure of my
not. Claim her not before she's done.
The more degenerate and base art thou to make such means for her as thou hast done, and leave her on such slight conditions. Now, by the honor of my ancestry, I do applaud thy spirit. And think thee worthy of an empress love. Know then, I here forget all former griefs, cancel all grudge, repeal thee home again. Plead a new state in thy unrivaled merit, to which I thus subscribe, Sir Valentine. Thou art a gentleman and well derived. Take thou thy Sylvia, for thou hast deserved her.
I thank your grace. The gift hath made me happy. I now beseech you, for your daughter's sake, to grant one boon that I shall ask of you.
I grant it for thine own, whate'er it be.
These banished men I have kept withal are men endowed with worthy qualities. Forgive them what they have committed here, and let them be recalled from their exile. They are reformed, civil, full of good, and fit for great employment, worthy lord.
Thou hast prevailed. I pardon them and thee. Dispose of them, as thou knowst their deserts. Come, let us go. We will include all jars with triumph's mirth and rare solemnity.
And as we walk along, I dare be bold with our discourse to make your grace smile. What think you of this page, my lord?
I think the boy hath grace in him, he blushes.
I warned you, my lord, more grace than boy.
What mean you by that saying?
Please you, I'll tell you as we pass along, and that you will wonder what hath fortune. Come, Proteus, 'tis your penance, but to hear the story of your loves discovered. That done on our marriage, on our day of marriage, shall be yours. One feast, one house, one mutual happiness. Woo!
That tip jar way back there. I don't know about our next venue. It might be expensive or it might not. I don't know. Our next show is King John, which is July, probably the 17th again, but just check out our Facebook page for that, the Unrehearsed Shakespeare Company, or our website, www.unrehearsedchicago.com. Or you can just talk to us, because most of us like talking about Shakespeare stuff. That's it. Yeah, awesome.